Blarla. Hello Pips and welcome back to Project Hospital. Welcome back to Hospital Services DLC, where we are slowly building up this Sandbox hospital. In fact, we're only missing one department now, which is not too bad. Although we still have a few departments to build for the Hospital Services DLC, most of which are going to be built here. Although training is becoming a bit of a need, and of course this is the space that I've always planned to have training in, and that is, like I say, we're kind of needing it because we employed a surgical team in the last episode for our new Cardiology Department, and they are at zero skills, so that could be a bit of an issue. So training them up might be worth doing. You can see here I've also had a bit of a rejig with the surgery rooms. I've had a bit of a clean up. I've standardized them, and I've put the relevant department ones together, so you can see here now we've got signage to help them know which one is which. And then of course in the last episode we also built pathology, which I've built early because, like I say, we don't kill patients too often, so it's there just in case we get the opportunity to actually see what happens there. Okay, so for this episode though, we are going to be largely playing in the hospital. Yes, because in the last episode we did start actually a new insurance company, this Overcure. We got the 80% and it's now moved on to save a patient after 3 collapses. Again, that doesn't really happen in this hospital, a patient collapsing 3 times, so I have no idea how long that will take. We're going to let it just sort of tick over and do its thing. But we also came across, we've also been doing the one of these new ones. This Oopsie insurance company is quite new because it helps us deal with all the doctor mode stuff, and we've been doing that. And this one is treat patients of controlled doctors in intern mode. So we've been doing a lot of diagnosis, but we haven't been treating patients in doctor mode at the moment. So that's what we are going to be doing over the next few days, or in this episode. So you can see here that I've already treated 13 out of 20 because it is quite a slow process finding doctors that are successfully treating. Diagnostics obviously goes a lot faster, but I've decided, because it's a little bit slower, we're going to have 2 controlled doctors today, 2 patrons. We're going to be following CherBear, who is a doctor in internal medicine, which means that she will occasionally get patients that will need these procedures done. So she will be good. And we're also going to follow Cazer, who is now new with the Cardiology Department. She is working in the clinic here, but of course it's a fairly new department, so I believe it is still going to be fairly quiet in here. So I'm hoping with the combo of doctors we might be able to get some treated, so that we can get this to 20 out of 20 and then find out what the next insurance policy is. So that's today. Oh, actually, look, Cazer has her first patient of the day. Who have we got here? I wonder if this is somebody we can diagnose and successfully treat. Probably not, looking at this list. Now, I am also quite new to this department, so there's a lot here in illnesses and things like that I don't really know about. I don't really have a heads up on. So this is a learning process for all. Let's have a look here. So we'll start with the physical. Always start with the physical. And we'll spend this time with Cazer and see if this is something we can diagnose here or if we'll be sending him on. And then we can concentrate very much on the treatments. What is happening here then? Daniel Wright. So the physical didn't show anything here at all. There's also various different departments listed here. I suppose we should probably concentrate on the cardio ones, as that is where he is. So an echo would help us find this, an angiograph. So I suppose we could send him to there. because we haven't. An echo would do this. We've not actually seen it in use yet, so maybe we could do that. I would be up for that. And an echo. So an echo is going to find most of the things here, but as he's not in any real health danger, I think what I'm going to do is we'll give him this to help him breathe a little bit better, which will just bring his comfort levels up. And then I think we will send him for the angiography, just so that we can see it in use. I'd quite like to see it in use, and then he will be back, I'm sure, where we'll send him. Actually, we could do that now, couldn't we? We could also order the echo right now. I hope that he would go to the angiography first, but probably not, knowing our luck. We'll find out. Here he is, going straight in to this room. Nice. Look at this. So just the prefab room at the moment that we are using, which will do for now. It will certainly do for now until we revamp this department. Whoa, look. Oh, we can see things on these screens up here too. Nice. Okay. Peaceful. It's quite peaceful here, isn't it? This machine's not noisy like the MRI is. The MRI is so noisy. And he just stands there and he looks at the screen as he does it. Look at that. No? Well, it's quite a long procedure. Quite surprised by this. Oh. There we go. Oh my goodness, look, it did it. It successfully diagnosed him. Look at that. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to follow him. Look at that. So I guess now he'll go back to Cazer, who is also not in her office. God, look how dirty this floor is. I'm going to have another look at these floors. I think the corridors are largely looked after the administrative department, but there's not too many of them and they're not assigned to particular areas and stuff like that, so I need to spend some time with them, clearly. Okay, so Cazer's back in her office. This is good. Daniel is on his... Oh, she's off again. She's going to the toilet. Fair enough. Daniel is on his way. He is back. So we can now diagnose him. And this here, his anticoagulants are the medicine that he needs. So we actually successfully treated him. So this one counts, and now we can send him home. Nicely done. And of course we gave him something to help him breathe earlier, so his comfort levels are nice and high. So look, there we go. There's one straight away. Thank you so much, Cazer. What is CherBear up to at the moment? So the thing with CherBear is... she is in internal medicine, so she can be looking after these 3 diagnostic rooms. She can also be looking after these 2 treatment rooms. What I've noticed is that since opening up the cardio unit, it seems that we are not really getting any patients to internal medicine. And you can see here that CherBear is not actually looking after any patients at the moment. So I do hope that we'll get to spend some time with her. If not, we might have to wait until the department gets busy again. Yeah, we might do. Well, it's not treatment, it's more diagnosis, but at least we can spend some time with Cher. She has gained a new patient, Rachel Adams here. She's going to take her take her temperature. We can see here that CherBear has requested blood pressure measurement, blood draw, and temperature measurement. I've noticed that CherBear orders these quite a lot during her patient rounds. So that is interesting. I can also see about ordering some things to make her a little bit more comfortable. She doesn't like the fact that she has this tremor, so we can give her some beta blockers to help with that. She has already had her treatment for her illness, so there's not much we can do about that. It's not going to add to this that we're trying to do, but still, we might as well help any way that we can. Let's give her some painkillers for this muscle pain that she is experiencing. And she is also unhappy about her treatment. It's caused quite a bit of discomfort, so I'm going to give her some painkillers to help with that as well. So she'll be taken back to her room, and the doctor will prescribe her those meds. But you can see here that she is no longer one of CherBear's patients, so it looks like a different doctor will be prescribing. David Hernandez is going to be prescribing her drugs. Oh well, look at that. We have indeed lost a patient. This will be, I think this is the new department. Of course, you know, it's still setting up, it's still getting going, and I guess there are still problems there. We are going to send Michael to the new pathology department. But neglect, I think, is probably going to be the problem. It's possible it's because we don't have a nighttime surgical team, so that he's possibly waiting too long. So I feel like these are the answers that we might be expecting. Yes. So I guess that's one of the first things I should be doing. Getting a nighttime surgical team on Cardiology Department. Okay, we've arrived. At least once we've seen this happen once, we never need come here again. That's my plan, is to never come here again. So in he comes. How do we get the information? I want to know how we actually get the information. I have absolutely no idea how we're supposed to get it. I don't like this at all. Okay, right. To pathology. You can send the body to funeral services or perform autopsy to learn what went wrong, uncover the remaining symptoms, and gain experience points and money in the process. Oh my god. I don't like this. Why would they put this into the game? Okay. How do I... So, I guess the fact that this is it. This is me choosing. There. That was me choosing. Okay. So then... I don't know who the nighttime doctor is here. Okay, it's Kate. So I guess Kate will be back in a moment. I figured with a new department, we'd probably get a hike in deaths, so this is one of the reasons why I built the department now, so that we can try and get this over and done with, so that we never need come here again, because it's horrible. This is horrible. I can't... Games are supposed to be fun. This isn't fun. Okay. Okay, well done, Sam. Sam is here to brighten up the moment. Thank you, Sam. Sam has leveled up and is now a specialist. Congratulations, Sammy. I'm pleased about that. Okay. This is not nice. Let's just get through it, everybody, and then we don't need to come here anymore. Okay. She washes her hands, getting some scrubs. Okay. I wonder how we get the information to say that we did horrible, terrible things, because of course we did. Does it come up as a little bing thing on the screen? Possibly. What is she using there? I'm trying to turn the... Oh, we didn't get to see her use it. We've not actually seen it turn on. Well, that's a shame. I would have liked to have seen what that looked like. Apparently we gained money for that? I don't understand. Why did we gain money for that? I don't understand. Why? And what have we learnt from it? It doesn't seem like we've learned anything from this, does it? I thought the idea was it was supposed to tell us what went wrong and stuff like that. And I'm not getting that. I guess it's not going to tell us anything that we don't already know, because this is showing us black. And examinations they've undergone where it's black, you can see here, it means that it finished and it did not reveal anything. So I guess this is what it would reveal. But wouldn't it be nice if this came with some tips to sort of say, waited too long for surgery, maybe it's time to employ a nighttime surgical team? No hints like that at all. Just got to sort of work it out. Okay. Right. I don't think we need... don't think we need that, do we? But that's what I am going to do, of course, is I am now going to employ a nighttime surgical team for the cardiology department. So let's get that done, because we've clearly got into a situation where it's important. So we're going to employ them, turn them off diagnostics. We don't want them going downstairs for that. Let's get rid of all of this. Yeah, another one, please. Let's see here. There we go. And the last one they will do. In fact, at the moment, the nighttime surgical team is going to be better than the daytime because they've been hired fresh. Now we're also going to need some surgical nurses to join them. We're going to need 2 of them. So let's do that. We'll hire you, take them off patient care and transfers, and you look good also. There we go. So we're now doing nighttime surgeries here, which I think is very important. And then what happens here? Before we had this department, of course, they used to just fade away. But what happens now? Oh, he's being transported to the morgue. Ooh, this is nasty. No. Just to there. Autopsy has finished. You can now send the body to funeral services using a button in the patient card. Can we? This one. Funeral services. Gone. Just disappears. Oh my god. That wasn't nice at all. That wasn't nice at all. And please, that's over. We never have to do that again, peeps. We never have to do that again. We're just going to stick here with CherBear and have a jolly time saving peeplings. It is a new day. And we have Peter Jackson here with us. So it seems like he's already had a whole bunch of examinations, doesn't it? Let's pause this a minute. I think an echo and an... hang on, where is it? There's the echo. I think he needs one of these. Because we are just going to worry about the ones that have cardiology on it, because that is the department that Cazer is working in. And an angiograph as well, I think we're going to get also. We should probably also give him some painkillers and something to help the breathing, just so that his comfort levels go up. If it's anything to do with his heart, one of these 2 things, we'll find it amongst the possible diagnoses. So we will send him, and I don't know if it'll be anything that we can treat, but we'll certainly give it a jolly good try. We're up to 15 out of 20, so that's good. We are getting closer. What we had, I think, was CherBear's Rachel Adams had some treatment and was sent home, and I think that might have counted, even though CherBear wasn't actually in work at the time. You can see she gets quite a lot of time, as you can imagine, to do whatever. She's not getting many patients at the moment. She's having a very nice, relaxed life at work. Oh, she's getting ready to perform an interview on John Lopez. Let's see, John Lopez. So she wants to interview him, take blood measurement, temperature, and a physical. It seems again that he's had all of his treatment, so we shall see how that goes. Casey, what is happening here? Casey has collapsed in the other room. It seems that we have a diagnosis due to his collapse, so we will let them get on with it. But you know what? We'll keep an eye on him. Oh look, Cazer is running to his aid, so Cazer's going to stay with him. She's going to perform first aid while we wait for somebody to come with a stretcher to pick Casey up. Here we go. They have arrived to take Casey away. Oh my goodness. Off Casey goes. So we can see here, Casey has palpitations, so we've ordered the IV infusion to help deal with this. But we also have a pulsating symptom here, which might actually have something to do with the illness that they have. Yeah, this can also cause a high chance of crashing. So we've also ordered the IV for that as well. Yeah, so well done, Cazer. He should be fine. It's all thanks to you performing first aid all of that time. Here's CherBear with John Lopez. They're doing all the various examinations. It does seem like she's been finding things as well, which is pretty good. They've been fairly successful on the physical examination, unless it was the second physical that found nothing. No temperature. Oh, maybe it wasn't that good then. Maybe we found nothing, but that's probably a good thing, isn't it, that we're not finding anything. We don't want him to be unwell. Another patient that I've been watching, you can see he had a bit of a bad time. What I've noticed with the cardio unit is that you get a lot of people with heart problems, and it's causing all kinds of issues throughout the hospital. It might take us a while to get cardio and the supporting network of the ICU and trauma up and running to a standard that can cope with all these heart troubles that we've got coming in, because I'm not entirely happy with my trauma centre or my ICU at the moment, and my goodness, are they feeling the strain with open up a cardio unit. They really are. Oh yeah, Peter Jackson, we are waiting for him. Okay, hang on. So he had his echo and it found nothing. Interesting, because a few of these could have been found with an echo. So now he's going for the angiography. Interesting. That will be interesting to find out. Oh look, we are calling Peter Jackson back in. Excellent news, because as you can see, we have managed to get a diagnosis out of the scan. There it is. And for this, it's these medicines. Just like that. Which means that is another one treated, surely. I think that's everything that he needs. I like the printers in here. You can use the paper trays to also give prescriptions. They're much cheaper than a printer, but they are also quite a bit slower because they're handwriting all the prescriptions, whereas this prints out and they can hand them over faster. It just makes the process just a little bit quicker. This is another patient that I've been keeping an eye on. Don't need to anymore. And there we go. 16 out of 20 done. Oh, it'd be so nice if we could do something with CherBear. But this department is just so quiet these days. So this will be interesting. It's now the following morning. CherBear's on her way into work. She has two patients here. We can see here one is Christopher Baker, who, let's see, has had antibiotics, so we're just keeping an eye, I think, on him. I don't know. No, there seems to be nothing there. And then we've also got Paul Taylor here from yesterday. So it's going to be interesting to find out, will we, when we release Paul, will it count as CherBear actually treating him? She has now arrived at work. We saw her there briefly. I'm keen to find out. 8 o'clock approaches. Moment of truth is about to happen. It looks like Paul... It looks like these two might not be coming out of hospitalisation state. Oh no, hold on. Yes, look. Okay, he is waiting to be released. We're happy to release him. Let's see. So we've done 16 out of 20. If we release him, 17 out of 20. It did work. Look at that. So it's when you release them. So I wonder if Christopher Baker... I don't know what time he came in. Oh, look, she's writing reports on Paul Taylor. I wonder if we'll be releasing him, because I know releases can happen for, I think, generally an hour, don't they? I don't think there tends to be people being released after 9, but there might be. but not many, I wouldn't have thought. Most of them released between 8 and 9. So maybe Christopher Baker just isn't being released today. But hey, that is still one for Cher on the helping towards the treatment of patients in intern mode. Look at that. Top-notch work. Where's Cazer today? Cazer's currently watching some television. Relaxing. I guess we've not had any patients come in. We want over here. This is Cazer's office here. Look, there we go. I guess no patients have come in yet. Oh no, look, there is a patient here. Karen Moore is waiting to see Cazer. How outrageous! Get back here, Cazer. Okay, so we've done the interview and the physical. We found a few bits that we've whittled it down to 4, and they all belong to different departments. So I guess we will look at the one that is cardio. So let's see here, an angiograph. You can see why I built that department, can't you, when I built the cardio department? There is a reason. Let's have a quick thing here. I doubt we'll be able to do anything by listening to the chest, but maybe we could take a temperature. Because you never know. And possibly even a CRP. Just see if we can find anything out here. Ooh, see, look. She does have a fever. Right, now, if she has elevated CRP, then we absolutely know that it's this, without having to send her anywhere else. Also, we could check out her vision, maybe? Let's, okay, yeah, that didn't help. So, we can't do that on this department. Okay, in that case, then we'll just send her for the angiograph. We will give her some painkillers, I think, first. Actually, no, we'll give her this. Drugs used to lower the temperature due to fever. Yeah, let's give her those. And then we'll send her for the angio. Let's see, where is it? There it is. If she does have this, we can treat it here in the office. That is good to know. Karen Moore is back. And there we go. We now absolutely know that it is this. So let's give her the medicine that she needs and send her home. There we go. So she's writing the prescription. She is printing that out. Excellent. And then sending her home. We should get 18 out of 20. There we go. Yes, we did. Oh, that's what I like to see. Cher, you can see here, no new patients. Christopher Baker is still in the ward. He's still very much there. So he's fine for now. Looks like CherBear was just having a spot of lunch. Oh, look! A new patient. Oh, a Sarah Lee. Oh, she hasn't yet had the treatment, and she does need this treatment here, the thoracentesis. This is... Will Cher be doing this? So now I can't help but notice that CherBear has decided to go and fulfill her needs, and I don't know where she's going to go and do that. So maybe somebody else is actually going to be doing the treatment. No, because CherBear has gone and done something else. Oh no, look, because she's being transported to treatment, which means there must be another doctor there. Yeah, here we go. Who is this? Nancy Johnson is going to be performing it. So somebody else is actually going to perform the treatment. But CherBear will be able to prescribe these other meds, which will just increase her comfort afterwards. And CherBear will be the one that actually releases her. So she will still get the treatment in intern mode, even though didn't actually do the specific treatment. I can't believe this. Cher can now go back to her office, where I'm hoping she will order the medicine for Sarah Lee. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen here. Sarah Lee is due some meds, and I noticed that CherBear doesn't seem to be prescribing them at all. Oh. Oh, she did it. This lady did it instead. Look, she's doing it for Sarah Lee. But they really do all share the tasks, don't they? These diagnostic doctors. They really do share everything. It's amazing. So there we go. It's now telling me that procedures have finished for Sarah. Which is a little bit alarming because look what we have here. Okay. Oh, getting medicine. I like it when they get medicine at the ward because the nurse comes down and gives it to them because it's been prescribed by the doctor now. So I like that. So now what we can see here is that even though she's had the treatment, we've still got a pulsating symptom. She still will crash. So she either has a collapsed lung or a tachycardia, or potentially both, because we've got 2 hidden symptoms here and we don't know how many of them are pulsating. So tachycardia seems more likely, so I am going to order, do you know what, we'll just order both. The ECG and the chest x-ray. We're going to order both of those to see if we can find out what is going on here. She has received her meds though, which is great. Pretty pleased about that, but yeah, not pleased about this. I think I'm actually going to put her on a code blue as well, because she will crash if we don't find out what's going on here. Here she is. Sarah Lee is now getting her ECG. Who's this? Charles Moore. Okay. I feel like a tachycardia is more likely, but who knows? She could have a collapsed lung. She could have both, you know? Let's find out. Oh, well done, Peter Robinson. Tachycardia, there it is. And it is solely a tachycardia. So we're going to prescribe the antiarrhythmics thing, meds to Sarah Lee for this tachycardia. But she should be fine once she's got those meds. I wish I could now cancel this x-ray. I can't. But there we are. So she's now going to go to x-ray before she gets these meds. I can't cancel the x-ray and say give her the meds now. Which seems a bit daft to me, but there we are. It seems that Sarah did have a collapsed lung, but of course the treatment that she had fixed the issue. She also had the tachycardia, which Cher has just prescribed the meds for. So Sarah Lee is going to be absolutely fine and should have a peaceful night's sleep. CherBear is just coming into work. You can see here she's got a few patients under her care. I'm hoping we'll be able to release a couple of them this morning, which means we would have completed this objective. Let's find out. 8 o'clock is just seconds away. Here we go. Let's see what we've got. Just thinking about it. Oh my god, 8 o'clock came and went. We've not released anybody. Oh, there we go. I was thinking, come on. So, Charles Hernandez. Boom. Off he goes. There you go. She's arranged to send him home. Brooke Harris here spent a lot of time and hasn't yet been hospitalised. Okay, let's do that. Let's hospitalise her. We'll do that. Okay. What is this? Kate Lewis is ready to go home. Well, this will do it. Boom! There it is. Yay! Thank you, CherBear. Objective for insurance company has been completed. Treat patients of controlled doctors in intern mode. 20 out of 20. Increase clinic patients per day to 20. Fantastic. Really, really pleased about that. Also, look at this. Objective for insurance company has been completed. Reach resident level with one of your created doctors. 20,000 in the government grant is what we'll get. So one of our created doctors. So I guess we'll be... oh, look at this. Send him home as well. There you go. Finally, Christopher Baker is due to go home. So we'll be back with Blarla, I guess then, in order to do this objective. But I have different plans for the next episode. Indeed I do. As Cardiology is having a lot of problems. It's a new department. We're still finding our feet with it, and I feel that our trauma centre and stuff is and our ICU is a little unprepared for it. But instead of fixing those problems, we're going to go ahead and build neurology. I want to get all these departments in quickly, and then we can enjoy the chaos together. I think we'll also build training so that we can start training up the cardiology team, the day team that's over here, because they're not very good at all. So I think we'll be doing that as well. This guy has hypertension. Let's deal with that, shall we? Yes, so there we are. We should probably also send him. He needs to go to the high dependency unit, because it looks like we're going to need to send him for some surgery. So plans. We have plans for the next episode. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my Patreons for their continued support.